Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you, and this time I will be sharing with you what I got from Shop Hush and also Makeup Revolution. Now I didn't get as many things from Shop Hush just because I think there's another item coming in the mail, and I kind of just had a selected number of things that I wanted from them after watching reviews because they come out with all these palettes but and a lot of other makeup, but I don't think all of them are as pigmented as the very popular ones. And the highlighting palettes, like, they're always out of stock. Like, I just have not been able to get my hands on them, so I just ended up getting two more eyeshadow palettes. One is still coming in the mail because I literally just ordered it from the app when it got back on stock because I knew it was gonna be out of stock in like the next couple of minutes. Same thing with the Aphrodite palette. I just had to wait a really long time in order to get it because it is so popular. One of these palettes is right now out of stock, but I'm not gonna talk too much and I'm just gonna start showing you guys what I ended up getting from Shop Hush first, and then I'm gonna go to Makeup Revolution or Tam Beauty, as Tam Beauty is the distributor for a lot of Makeup Revolution, Freedom Makeup, and all of that, all of those related makeup companies. So the first item from Shop Hush that I ended up getting was the Inferno palette. Again, the packaging, very impressed. So I just took out the sleeve that it had on, and this is what the Inferno packaging looks like. This obviously is the dupe for Naked Heat. Even with in terms of the packaging, like, they didn't quite get the same exact packaging, obviously because they don't want to get in trouble. Again, this Inferno palette is also by the company called Bad Habit, and it seems like Bad Habit seems to have a lot of good eyeshadow palettes, and it came with this plastic liner in there, and this is kind of what the shadows look like. A lot of nice orangey shades, which you'll probably like if you're into warm tone eyeshadows. So let me do a couple of swatches here just so we can see what the whole craziness is about this palette. Definitely very pigmented and very soft, and not surprised with the formula, similar to the formula from what is that other palette called? Aphrodite, the Aphrodite palette. So absolutely love this one. We'll be using it, and it has 12 colors, and yeah, really cute packaging. I really like how it just snaps. That's something I really appreciate. Sorry about that, guys. I have really bad allergies, and sometimes I just have to stop the video in the middle, and if you see my eyes watering through this video, it's probably because of that. And I love winter, and it's just, because I didn't grow up here, my body, I guess, just still has not adjusted to the winter here because I've had these allergies since last year, and I've been in the US for about 6 years, so I don't really know what's going on. Like, I did all 4 years of my college. By the way, yesterday was my last day of college ever. So yeah, I have finally a degree in biology. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I am so happy. But yeah, this winter is just driving me insane with my allergies, and I just can't wait for my mom because she's gonna bring my medication, and then I will not be having these allergies that I'm having as often as I do. So yeah, the next palette that I ended up getting was the Royals palette, and again, it is from the company called Bad Habit. Similar idea to the Inferno palette. It has this sleeve, which I really appreciate just because it kind of shows that they're putting an extra effort, and it did have the plastic thing, which I already took off. So this is what the Royals palette looks like, and this is supposedly the dupe for Modern Renaissance. I obviously don't own it, so I would not be able to do a comparison video. What I can do is compare this one and the Wet n Wild one. If you guys are interested, please let me know down in the comments down. I know someone had requested for me to do like a full review on the Wet n Wild eyeshadows, which I will be doing. I have been trying them out. I believe I'm wearing the peach palette from Wet n Wild, not a basic peach or something like that today. I'm just testing them out, seeing how it goes throughout the day. And yeah, if you guys are interested, even to see like a get ready with me or something with any of these eyeshadow palettes that I'm showing you, please let me know down in the comments. I don't know how I said that, but you know what I mean. So let me just do some quick swatches of the eyeshadows from this palette. And I really appreciate that the Bad Habit palettes have names on them. It's fairly pigmented. It is not as pigmented as the Aphrodite one, but it's still doable. I think it would be interesting to do a comparison video of the Wet n Wild dupe with this dupe, because I don't think on YouTube there's any other video doing that. So I still do think that this is a shimmer one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is fairly pigmented, so I really like it, and I will be giving all of these eyeshadows a try. Again, these retailed for $10, and the Inferno one always goes out of stock, you guys. So please have that app. If you have like an iPhone or Android, have that app, and whenever it comes back on stock, like, you will be able to, you know, just get it right away. So just download the app, just because I think it's, you know, more easier. So the next 4 items that I have here to show you are from Makeup Revolution or tambeauty.com. I believe Tambeauty is the distributor worldwide for all of the Makeup Revolution and related company products. So this one, I don't know if this is by Makeup Revolution. It just says Revolution, by Revolution. Oh, it does say Makeup Revolution. Okay, so this eyeshadow palette, sorry, I should have shown you with the, let me just show you with the thing on. So this is the Fire palette from Makeup Revolution, and basically it says fire because it's referring to like different zodiac signs. I am actually a Libra, but I ended up getting this one. They had different they had the earth, the air, and the water. I believe that's how the zodiac signs work. I don't really believe in them. Like, I just think they're just, I really just, and it's funny that I'm saying that because I am South Asian and astrology is like a big thing in South Asia, but I was also raised in a Christian community and in a Christian family. So we don't follow astrology like they do in Hinduism. So I ended up getting the one which is called Fire. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I believe that's how you say it, just because I was more gravitated towards this color range. And look at those, oh my goodness. And this was on sale for about $8, you guys, and this was kind of like an add-on item because I wanted free shipping, and I was at $40 or something, and I was like, oh, I need another eyeshadow palette just to make it, or I was at $38, so, or something like that, and I believe it is $40 and free shipping for Tambeauty. And this thing is coming from UK, you guys, so it does take a little bit of time. So let me do a quick swatch of these eyeshadows for you guys. Yeah, it does come from UK. We don't have a local I believe we do have a local distributor for Makeup Revolution, but only selected items. So it is fairly pigmented. Look at that. Yeah, it is only selected items. Like these eyeshadows, you will not find it in Ulta. And Ulta does carry Makeup Revolution because all of the other eyeshadow palettes that I showed you guys in my favorite eyeshadow videos, like a lot of them were from Makeup Revolution, but those were the ones that I bought here from the US store, but Tam Beauty, I believe, is coming all the way from England. So I didn't really talk much about the packaging. I guess I'll talk a little bit towards the end, so I'm just gonna keep showing you guys what I got first. So the next palette that I ended up getting is the I Heart Chocolate palette. This is kind of what this looks like, and this is the Fire palette is not a dupe for anything, but I believe the I Heart Chocolate palette, let me just wipe this off real quick so I can do swatches here. The I Heart Chocolate palette is the dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I believe. Really nice packaging. I really like the chocolate, just the whole chocolate thing. I was going crazy on Instagram and Pinterest. Like, I was looking at all these chocolate bar palettes. There's so many of them. Like, they have so many, and the packaging is super impressive. And I've seen some of them in Ulta as well, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I want this, I want that. But I am trying so hard to like limit myself with the makeup that I have, you guys. But yeah, again, this looks like obviously the Too Faced palette, a chocolate palette. And let's do a couple of swatches here to show you guys. Pretty buttery. Okay, the light pink doesn't really show that much, but I don't even know how much I'm gonna use that one. It's not picking up on camera, but in person I can see it. So yeah, fairly pigmented, and I have never been disappointed by any of the Makeup Revolution eyeshadows. So yeah, I don't think I have anything bad to say. Two more eyeshadow palettes to go through. So the next one that I have here is the Chocolate and Peaches palette. Again, similar packaging to the I Heart Chocolate palette. And yeah, it has, the other one also has 16 shimmer and matte shades, and so does this one. This is supposed to be the dupe for Too Faced Peach palette, I believe. And this is the best dupe that they have. Oops, I dropped that spongy eyeshadow applicator. Anyways, this is supposed to be the best dupe other than the, you know, the one from Shop Hush. There's one from Shop Hush, but I wanted to get this one because apparently this is the better one. Because the Shop Hush one, there were mixed reviews about that particular palette, so I didn't get that one. So I'm doing a couple of swatches here for you guys. Yeah, definite must for someone who likes more spring appropriate eyeshadows. I think I would be wearing this all year long, honestly. So I'm really impressed. One thing which I would you know, expect from Makeup Revolution is, because they have such good eyeshadows, just like the Bad Habit palettes, like I would like the names like on the eyeshadows rather than or like on the palette rather than having this kind of gets annoying. Same thing with Morphe. Like, they need to like freaking do that. Like, it would just make life so much easier rather than having like this and then forgetting what the shade name is. And just, I mean, like, for me, it's not that big of a deal, but like if I'm gonna do, like, let's say Get Ready With Me or something, then people wanna know the shade names. You know, names help, and it kind of shows the personality of the color and personality of the palette itself. So yeah, another eyeshadow palette, and this is not something that I purchased from Tam Beauty necessarily, but I did ended up getting this one from Ulta, and this was like before Black Friday, I believe. Oh, by the way, the eyeshadow palettes that I got it on sale for Black Friday for $10 each. And also the Shop Hush stuff, that too, I believe I got it right after Black Friday, but it got here a little late. I don't really know why, just because, probably because like they were probably trying to put it on stock, because that Inferno palette is always out of stock. So is the Aphrodite, so is the Athena palette, which is what I'm waiting for to come in the mail, but it's not. So Anyways, this is not something that I bought from Tam Beauty, but I still thought I would mention it because I really just have not touched it, and it has been lying there in the box. I have this box full of like stuff that I get, and then I, you know, just make videos on them. So this is the hashtag Slay palette. Well, there we go. And this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I got this with the purpose of thinking that this might be the dupe for Naked Heat palette. Someone on YouTube, I don't remember her name. I'll link her video down below if you guys are interested in watching that. I don't think she was doing a comparison video, but she was just talking about how this could be a possible dupe for Naked Heat palette. But I'm not sure, so I'm not sure whether this would be the dupe or not, because I just looked at the Inferno palette and that looks a little bit different. I've been cutting off a lot of my videos. Usually when I make a video, I do it all in one go, but I feel like this time I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing. So basically what I was saying was that the hashtag Slay palette is apparently, or on YouTube I've heard that it is a dupe for the Naked Heat, and the other dupe that I have is also the Inferno palette, and I was kind of swatching it, messing around with the eyeshadow palette while I was taking a break and calming down my allergies. Basically what I did was I tried to swatch the most similar shades on my hand, and I definitely do see a difference between the two. So I feel like it would be interesting to see you know, which palette is a better dupe. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I'm going more towards this one. Just because even though I don't have like the Naked Heat palette, I feel like this might be a better dupe, just because it just looks more like the Naked palette. I don't know, more than this one. Like this one it might have some shades very similar to the Naked palette, but not as dark, or I don't know. It won't be an exact dupe. I feel like the exact dupe would more be this Inferno one. So basically what I did was I swatched this dark shade over here on top, and then I swatched the Ignite. Here you can see the Ignite shade. This is the Ignite. As you can see, Ignite is a little lighter than the other one. And then I also swatched Bonfire. And then I swatched the closest shade that I thought was next to it, and there's definitely a difference. I swatched this shade, and there's a difference between the two. So I don't know, if you guys want to see a separate video on like comparing these two, I think I will be doing that, because I'm doing a bunch of comparison videos. I'm doing the Wet n Wild old formula to the new formula, and also get ready with me with those shadows, plus a full-on review on all of those new eyeshadows they got. So it would be interesting to do a comparison video of these two, and then a comparison video of the Modern Renaissance dupe from Wet n Wild and the Modern Renaissance dupe from Shop Hush. Even though I don't exactly have the Modern Renaissance dupe or Modern Renaissance or the actual Naked Heat palette, I just think it would be interesting to do like just a comparison video, and it wouldn't be more like, oh, this is an exact dupe or whatever. You guys have probably already seen that on YouTube, you know, like there's so many videos out there which are comparing the Royals palette to the Modern Renaissance palette, and then the Inferno palette to the Naked Heat palette. So there would just be no point in me doing that video. I feel like it would be more helpful if I compared like the hashtag Slay to the Inferno, and then the Royals to the, what is Rose in the Air palette? I think that's what it's called, from Wet n Wild. So yeah, I think that would be interesting. So if you guys are interested in those kinds of videos, let me know down in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful to you guys and you enjoyed watching some of these swatches. Hopefully you guys might purchase from Makeup Revolution and Shop Hush. They have really affordable eyeshadow palettes, you guys, especially if you don't want to go out there and buy a $54 eyeshadow palettes. I would highly suggest going to these websites and, you know, buying a couple of palettes rather than just buying one palette for $54. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel like I want more product for the amount of money that I spend. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you would like to see. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.